We left behind the soul of Phuket Old Town, the quiet poetry of its history with the electric pulse of Patong. It was a jolt, chaos wrapped in colour, music and movement. But beyond the madness of Bangla Road, South Phuket revealed itself. Serene beaches, sacred temples and views that made us feel small in the best kind of way. This vlog isn't just about what to do down here, it's about what this part of the island makes you feel.
Day 3 in Phuket, and it's the first travel day of the trip. I say travel, it's not intense. We're going from the Old Town up to Patong Beach area. Yeah, we're just waiting for our taxi now. We've ordered it on Bolt. It was cheaper than Grab, and it says it should take us about 20 minutes there. And it's about, how much was it? £8?
£8.71 UK price, 300 and something bar. So yeah.
The first stress of packing everything off, so look at how much stuff we've got. Not sure where anything is, not sure what's where. All I know is that nothing was left in the room when we checked out. So.
We've arrived at Patong Beach.
We're just walking to the beach now.
Yeah, very different as you'd imagine. It's like your typical beach resort, that sort of vibe, the same sort of setup.
Feels like you're walking along the high street in Tenerife, but it's like ramped up 6,000 times.
And it's full of mopeds.
Yeah, mopeds. So many.
Yeah, it's got to be the moped capital of the world. It's like Amsterdam for bicycles. That's what it's like here.
As you can tell with the noise of it.
Yeah. But yeah, off to the beach, do a bit of sunbathing and relax for the first time.
Yeah.
Your life in Thailand life, travel life?
Yes.
Think you could get used to it?
Yeah, let me say how are you finding Thailand life?
Not bad. We are in Patong and it's our first night and we are about to head out and see what it's all about. I don't think we're brave enough to tackle Bangla Road, which is where all the action's at, the main strip. But it seems lively enough down the road to Patong Beach, so I think we're gonna head down that way, see what the night brings us. It's very different to the Old Town. The Old Town was peaceful, more cultured, quiet and relaxed, really. This is a whole different scale.
Yeah.
It's like being in
Benidorm.
It's got that beach resort, strippy vibe.
Yeah.
A lot of a younger crowd. And the bars seem a lot more lively.
Yeah.
Strip dancing poles and all, which I can't wait for, but you're all not me. Malin Plaza, one of Patong's night market gems, is compact, crowded and buzzing with energy. A great place for local bites and souvenirs. That said, this is where I had my first nut allergy scare of the trip. 2 pad thais, It's my own fault, really. After washing my throat out with some water, I was saved by 2 slices of pizza. Crisis just about averted.
We did have our 2 EpiPens on standby should shit go south. From Malin, we wandered down to Patong Road, a nice chill stretch with high-end hotels, bars and a little bit of class. But just beyond the calm, chaos called.
Bangla Road, love it or hate it, it's iconic. We entered Bangla Road from the beachside, where things feel surprisingly tame, a quieter intro to the chaos. It's like the strip eases you in, more people watching than party mode, and for tonight, we were fine with that. We dipped a toe in, 3 bars deep to be precise, until we found an Irish bar and settled in with 3 Guinnesses and a couple of G&Ts. Just past midnight, we called it. This was just for warm-up. We'd be back to tackle it properly.
Muay Thai! You see Muay Thai, you see Thailand!
So we've just tried to get our first tuk-tuk in Thailand. We're going to Karon beach and he was going to charge us 400 Thai baht. We've looked on Bolt and we can get it for half that price on Bolt, so no brainer, and plus then you're not going to get kind of done over when you get there. But kind of looking forward to going on the tuk-tuk because it had like blazing speakers, but but yeah, always check Bolt and Grab before you go and get a tuk-tuk. Sometimes the night rip you off. Our first full day in Patong, and we decided to escape the madness with sand, sea and something a little slower. First stop, Karon Beach. That's about as close that we're going to get to the Big Buddha this time around in Phuket, because unfortunately for us it's shut due to landslide issues or potential for landslides. So would have been like a great viewpoint though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Karon is one of Phuket's longest beaches. It's nearly 3 kilometres of soft golden sand and rolling surf. When we arrived, however, the skies were moody and grey and the rain was spitting, but it was still very warm, maybe a little too warm. We walked the full length before setting on a quiet little patch near the south end, just as the sun started to poke through. Classic Thailand, cloudy one second and sun blazing and roasting the next.
Can't really lay down on my little towel.
Then, in a moment of questionable brilliance, we decided to walk 30 minutes to Kata beach. It was so worth it. Kata Beach, hands down the most beautiful beach we'd seen so far. Calm, turquoise water and a peaceful vibe. We instantly fell in love. It was absolutely stunning. Thank you, mate. Cheers, mate. Thank you. We laid out for 2 hours worshipping the sun as we do best. We could easily have stayed all day, but hunger started to kick in and we had a long walk back. On the way back, we stopped at Star's rooftop bar, and if you're ever in Karon, just go.
The views were unreal and the vibe was perfect, and the food top notch. I had a chicken shawarma wrap and Joss went for a chicken tacos. Both were absolutely delicious. The only thing we couldn't quite explain was the owner's obsession with Bruno Mars, but hey, if you're going to be stuck on one artist, you could do worse.
I'm not so sure.
We finished up, full and sun-kissed, and made our way back to Patong. A slow day by the sea is why you come to Thailand, right?
Hello, back again. We've had a great day out. We went down to Karon and Kata beach, and beautiful. Kata beach was my favourite beach. I absolutely loved the place. It was fantastic.
It was my favourite too.
Yeah, you could see the big white Buddha on the hill, which was nice. Just unfortunately it's shut at the moment due to a landslide. So it was great to see that from far. Shame we can't get closer. But yeah, we headed down back to Karon afterwards, and we found this lovely rooftop bar called Stars, and it was gorgeous. Still boiling hot about 5 p.m. We got to see the sunset come down. Shame it was a little bit cloudy, but you still got to taste it. It was still nice. Off out now.
Go and head to see another kind of food marketplace.
Banzaan Market, little night market. One of the two bigger ones here. We've done Malin Night Market, which is at the bottom of our road pretty much. And yeah, you're doing a foot massage, aren't you?
Joss wants to go and see a ladyboy cabaret, which is just up the hill from where we're staying. So
Simon's Cabaret Show, internationally known, internationally respected. It's culture. It's got to be done.
Well, we'll see how best you behave, and we'll see how the night rolls. But yeah, bye. See you in a bit.
We made our way to Banzaan Night Market, Phuket's most famous night market, smack in the centre of Patong, and right opposite the National Boxing Stadium. Banzaan is massive, way bigger than Malin Plaza, packed with food, colour, noise, and the sound from the boxing stadium just adds to the buzz. True to Patong, it's chaotic, but in a good way. How are you?
Here's something from bro.
In a minute.
Nothing, come back.
After a proper look around, we did what had to be done. We headed for the infamous Bangla Road. This time, there was no warm-up, straight into the Debauchery. And fuck me, it was mental. I was like a kid in a sweet shop. We're out on Bangla Strip on prostitute hunt. Stay tuned.
That is not a normal fuck masaki place, that. Another kettle of fish.
Probably a good time to mention that it was actually Valentine's Day. Not the most romantic date I've ever been taken on, but hey, what can you do? If you're in Patong, Bangla Road is just One of those things, you've got to do it. It's an experience. It's not exactly my vibe, unlike Joss's obviously.
I was in my element. Massive bars, girls on poles and footy on every screen. And cheapest drinks. It was superb.
I mean, they weren't that cheap. But anyway, I successfully stopped Joss from sneaking to every gentleman's club we passed before we finally settled at a bar. And I swear, you couldn't wipe that grin off his pervy little face.
Eventually, Madeline put her foot down and dragged me home, and we passed out watching some Netflix. But yeah, Bangla Road, it's like nothing we've ever seen before.
I was honestly shocked. The amount of prostitutes and the openness of it all, it literally blew my mind. Safe to say, he's not a fan of the family-friendly options on this strip. Today we're gonna go to another beach called Freedom Beach.
Yep.
A lot less quieter than the beaches that we've been to.
A lot quieter.
So we've heard. And yeah, might go and see if we can find a viewpoint.
Yeah, didn't manage to do that yesterday after we stayed in Stars. But yeah, Freedom Beach, and then hopefully gonna go and see a Mai Tai fight at the National Boxing Stadium. So yeah, we'll see what today brings. So we started trekking it to Freedom Beach, one of Phuket's most beautiful but notoriously hard to reach spots. About 5 minutes in we thought sod this, hopped into a tuk-tuk, which in hindsight was a bit of a mistake, but it was also good fun.
First tuk-tuk going to Freedom Beach for 300 baht. I don't know if that is cheap or not, but I've got to experience it.
I have a feeling it's not the best deal we'll ever make.
It's 2 p.m, 20 past 2, and we've only just left the room. We've had a slow morning. I went to go and get a foot massage and it was amazing. An hour foot massage for £4. And then now we're just on a tuk-tuk to go to Freedom Beach. We were going to walk, but we realised it was a bit ambitious of a walk for us to do in the midday heat. Trying not to repeat the Karon viewpoint mistake that we made.
You wanna hop in? Oh, thank you very much, mate. That's beautiful. Just down there now.
Yeah, it was good fun. Good views, decent tunes, but it was bumpy as hell. But here's the catch. The driver drops us off at a private entrance where it's another 100 Thai baht per person. It's not outrageous, but with the 300 Thai baht for the tuk-tuk already, it all adds up.
So we paid the fee and we made our way down, and oh my god, Freedom Beach is breathtaking. The little cove hidden by the forest, like something out of Castaway or The Beach. Total serenity.
hike down was alright, a bit tricky, but it didn't prepare us for the hell that was the hike back up. Jesus. Welcome to Freedom Beach, and it is absolute paradise.
It was very busy, full of tourists to be honest, but it didn't ruin it. It was still magical. What did ruin the day was me not eating all day. Now around 4 PM with the sun blazing, I started to feel proper faint. So apologies here for the lack of footage. A rookie error.
We wanted to be at the sunset and thought we'd exit via the original walking route, which was a big mistake.
It was brutal. I'm talking Mount Everest can't be that much harder. If I knew Thailand's emergency number, I'd have called for air support.
I don't even think it does it justice on camera. Just how steep this is. Wish I'd worn my Apple Watch. Look at just how steep it is. And we're both in flip-flops. Okay, I'm gonna just stop filming. So, hopefully you can tell how much sweat we are sweating right now, but we've just done the biggest hike ever.
It was tough.
Both feel a bit sick.
Literally just had some breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it. Chicken, chips.
And
We had to go and walk up bloody
Ben.
Nevis.
But basically, when we came, you would have seen in the vlogs, we got dropped off at this tuk-tuk taxi place, and basically was charged 100 baht each to enter the beach. And we've just come up.
Led us down that path, didn't he?
And we've just come up a different place, and you literally don't get charged to enter. So we'll show you on a map where you want to get dropped off at to avoid the scam, basically.
Yeah, we got done over there. 300 for the tuk-tuk, then there's another 200 to get in. That's 500 baht we could have avoided because we were walking to this entrance over.
Yeah.
And then we got double screwed over because we just had to climb up the bloody thing to prove this point.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to settle, breathe, probably get a fan out
Find a bar.
and chill.
When you get to the top, they've got a breakout area where they give you water and allow you to sit down for a moment. And if you want to, you can order a taxi or a tuk-tuk or hop on your moped and drive back down. But us morons, we decided to walk it. Honestly, I have no words anymore. Go to the bottom. Oh, the lucky. Huh?
Took us down to the bottom.
It felt like it went on forever. Windy bends, roads that go on for eternity, one sweaty forest path after another. Just when you think, we must be there, nope. More bends, more road, more sweat.
Can I have a lift, please? Can I jump in there? Patong, I'm very tired.
Patong.
Is that there? Yeah, I'm very tired. Cheers, mate.
But you're not walking.
That is where we need to go.
Mum, Dad, don't watch this part.
Tonight we're gonna go and watch a Muay Thai fight at the National Muay Thai, I don't even remember saying that right, Museum.
Stadium. They've been promoting it quite a bit, haven't they?
Yeah.
So a few British boys, English boys fighting. I think it's some sort of championship card.
Yeah, so it should be good.
Yeah.
Before that, I really want to try a hot pot. So we're going to go and experience our first Thai hot pot, and obviously we'll bring you along with us. You know how we said we wanted hot pot? We've come to a hot pot restaurant and we've sat down and we've looked at the menu and it seems a bit more difficult than I first thought. So I think we're going to have these drinks and go and find some street food because, to be fair, we could have just let them, but just were too greedy and wanted a drink straight away. And plus it seems like there's lots and lots of flies here, so my beautiful blood mosquitoes is in heaven right now.
We ended up back at Banzaan Market where we eventually got these incredible gyro kebab wrap things which were absolutely pucker, but not before stalking this poor woman in yellow.
We didn't realise it at the time, but watching the footage back, we clocked it and it's hilarious. We're very sorry for whoever you are. After we demolished the kebabs, we headed across the road to the boxing stadium. It was around 11 PM and there were only 2 fights left. Because of this, tickets only cost 300 Thai baht, which was down from the original 1.5k, but we still decided to give it a miss. So, we went back to, you guessed it, Bangla Road.
On the way I saw Newcastle were on TV playing Man City, so we ducked into IQ Bar, one of the biggest places on the strip, to watch the game. Megan took that literally. She sat facing the girls and the stage, the best view in the house, while I had to sit facing the TV, watching us get battered 4-0. Who's the perv now, eh?
Then this woman jumps on the pole right in front of her husband and their kid, who couldn't have been older than maybe 6 or 8, and gives the place a full-on strip show. And when I say her tits were out the lot. we should have, but God, it was a funny night. Tomorrow was our final full day in Phuket, and spoiler, it turned out to be the best day of the trip so far.
And this is where we leave you for now.
As we're going to do a video dedicated solely to the watch along and the stunning Phuket Cape viewpoint, where we saw the most magical sunset ever.
We didn't love Patong like we loved Phuket Old Town. It's chaotic, messy, loud, and not really us anymore.
But it was an experience. Bangla Road is a must-do if you go to Phuket. But the real beauty of Patong is what's hiding around the corner, and next time we'd stay in Kata or Karon or even head down to Hawaii. Still lively, but with a better vibe for us. Phuket, you've been a blast. We'll definitely be back, just maybe not to Patong. We'll see you next time when we explore the Watch Along and Phuket Cape viewpoint, the best day of our trip so far.